Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Set the tone, well it's just me and you alone.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Jania and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing I guess Bob Jumbo Faux Locs style. And so before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the hair that we'll be using, and if it's available on Amazon, I'll try my best to kind of link that down below. But anyways, here's the hair that we're going to be using. And so this hair is the Expressions Twisted Up Spring Twist, and it's in 16-inch. And I think that's going to be just about enough for today's style. And this specific pack comes with 3 bundles, so that should be enough. But I also have a couple bundles on standby just in case. And for the gels and everything, I'll go ahead and show y'all. But the gel we're going to be using today is the Kiss Colors and Care Braiding Gel, as well as their edge fixer. And then I also have some of like their locking wax if we need to use that as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, y'all, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair from ear to ear, and this is because I'm not doing that many locks at all. So I definitely want to, you know, have the front part looking as full as it needs to, while in the back I don't want to have to do more braids or more locks than I actually want. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, as long as it look decent, I really don't care too much for the back, because I'm like, child, as long as I'm gonna control what I can see. So I like to focus a whole lot more on the front. But anyways, going ahead with this first lock, as you can see, the parting I did, I literally started parting from basically the top of my ear, and I went straight across like that nape area. And so to start off these locks, I'm doing basically just plaits, but then I'm also plaiting in some of the crochet hair into the plait itself, so that way that helps me when I go through and wrap. I have more hair to wrap around instead of just having to keep adding hair. It's almost like having a longer braid. So I guess if you have longer hair, then there's no need for you to add in this piece. Then from there, just like regular faux locks, I went through my crochet hook and I looped the crochet hair through my plait, and from there I'm going and wrapping around. And the way that you're able to get these loops is by putting your thumb in between the actual lock itself and the hair that you're wrapping around, and kind of wrapping above and under that, and then that's how you're able to kind of form these loops. And sorry about my voice, y'all, my allergies are acting up so bad. But anyways, as we get towards the end, I kind of just keep up this same pattern, except when we get towards the end, I kind of just start to wrap up a little bit. And then also, if it helps, maybe add in a little bit of gel or like a little bit of, you know, lock wax or whatever. It helps kind of move it around, because sometimes the hair can get really dry and it just seems like it's really hard to wrap. And one thing to be mindful of, because these are such big jumbo faux locks, is that faux locks themselves are already pretty stiff, but being that we're working with bigger parts here, they're going to be even more stiff, which is why you really shouldn't focus on plaiting or braiding super tight. So I didn't focus on plaiting super tight, one, because of the method I'm using where I'm pulling the crochet hair through and then wrapping around that, because that's already going to make the style even tighter. And then also I want these locks to be able to fall down, so that's why I'm not really making it too tight.
When everything is put to rest, when everybody takes a breath, and everything gets addressed, it's you alone with your regrets. All that pumping up your chest, all that talk about the best, you know how sticky it gets. probably thinking I ain't worth shit, but I never want anyone to bring you any harm. And I take it all back just to have you in my arms. And I know for a fact who we were into, we are. Don't think you care about me, oh girl, I care. But you don't care about nobody, nobody. Don't think you care about me, oh girl, I care. But you don't care about nobody, nobody. Wish I had the time to run to you, not ruin your life, but never wrong you twice. I wanna make things right, and maybe you'll take me. Hope you don't hate me. Don't want to fight anymore. Daytime's a fight as hell. I wish that I could know all that you said. You can't find the time or space. Yeah, I don't have the words to say. I wonder if the only peaceful night gonna be when you tell me goodbye. And I know you're probably thinking I ain't worth shit, but I never want anyone to bring you any harm. And I take it all back just to have you in my arms. And I know for a fact who we were into, we are. We are. Don't think you care about me, oh girl, I care. But you don't care about nobody, nobody. Don't think you care about.
All right, and so we're almost done with this style, and so be mindful when you get to the top of your head. This part is completely up to preference, but when I was doing my locks at the top, I knew that at some point I would want to flip these locks, like maybe side to side, or not always wear a middle part. So I made sure when I did my plait and went through with my locks, I kind of started locking or like twisting towards the middle of my part versus molding my hair down and having my plait placed at the bottom of my part, if that makes sense. So that way when I'm able to flip, it's not too tight on one end, and it also looks like, you know, it's meant to be able to flip that way. But other than that, y'all, hopefully y'all got the gist of it. I definitely do have more detailed faux lock tutorials on my channel if you do need a more detailed one because it's your first time. But other than that, y'all, I love this style. It only took me about an hour and 30 minutes max to do. I had under 20 plaits, and honestly, I loved it, y'all.
Okay, y'all, so here is the final look, and I personally think it's really cute. I like the fact that I made him so short. It gives the character of Jimmy Neutron, Libby, I think it looks really cute. And so I went through towards the end and I added in some of like these curly hairs just to kind of give the style a little bit of dramatic effect. And for the hairs, y'all, I'll show y'all. These are literally some leftover tape ins that I had in my closet, and I just cut them and added them in there. So yeah, sorry about that. I'll try to find a link if I can, but human hair is the best though with these curly hairs because it won't tangle up. So I highly recommend, if you're gonna do some curly hair, make it human. Anyways, y'all, that was it for this video. I definitely do love this style. Do know the difference between faux locks and soft locks. Faux locs are the ones that you go through and wrap yourself, so they're gonna be a lot more stiff and not as like free flowing as soft locks are. But honestly, I like them because I can bend them. I can, you know, bend them in, give me a little bump at the end, and just all that good stuff. And make sure when you wrap, you don't wrap too tight, so that way you can still flip it over. Like for example, I can still kind of flip mine and make it a side part if I want to, which I think is also really cute. And as I was kind of doing this style, y'all, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. As I was doing this style, in my mind, I really just wanted to call these lazy locks because I just felt like I didn't really feel like sitting down for 8 hours and doing like an actual, you know, faux lock, soft lock install. But I also didn't feel like even sitting down for 4 hours and making them like full length. So that's what we're gonna call these, some lazy locks, because that's exactly what they giving, but I like them. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. You already know, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video.